Ha! Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Ha. Today I have a special little video for you. We are actually going to be checking out the new Xbox Cloud Gaming feature as part of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. And this was previously known as xCloud, so you may have heard of that term. But basically what it is if you are an Xbox Game Pass subscriber, you now have the ability through Xbox Cloud Gaming, previously xCloud, to stream Game Pass games to a mobile device. So now if I want to play on a phone, I can play Xbox games directly onto my phone. You already had the ability to some extent to stream games directly from your Xbox console to a device, but what I'm talking about is not even having to turn on your Xbox, completely independent of that, no having to download any games. You just go into Game Pass and start streaming. That's it. Now it'll save your save files and it'll sync all that up. And yeah, I mean, that's really, really cool. So what I have here is the MOGA by PowerA. It's the Mobile Gaming Clip. And so this is going to be kind of a two-part video series, I guess you could say. Part one here is we're going to be unboxing this Mobile Gaming Clip, which basically is kind of like a little phone mount for my Xbox controller. I got the Cyberpunk controller that I did an unboxing of. And so that way I can just kind of play, have the phone mounted on here, and we're going to try out Game Pass. I actually did try it off stream for a little bit, but we're going to try it now, you know, with this Mobile Gaming Clip and see how it all goes. Part two of this video coming soon will basically be, I got this controller called the Razer Kishi, and it basically attaches onto a phone, a mobile device here, and it's kind of like a big controller. It almost looks like a Nintendo Switch of sorts. You got little controller parts on the sides there, which should make it even more convenient without having to have a mount or anything like that. So that's going to be part two. So this video is really going to be focused on impressions on Game Pass. And so for my phone here, I have the Samsung Galaxy S10 Lite, I believe. Is this the S10 Lite? I think it's the S10 Lite. And so, by the way, just a quick FYI, I have an iPhone. I've always had an iPhone. I've never had an Android device. I ended up purchasing this device, just for a variety of reasons, but being able to do Xbox Cloud Gaming, since currently iOS cannot do it, and other things as well. So, I got this, and so I'm not super familiar with how to use everything, just FYI, little disclaimer out there. But I'm going to insert a quick little, couple snippets of an unboxing of this because I've never unboxed an Android phone, so check it out. Now this is really, really special because I've never owned a smartphone that's not from Apple. Like my first, few phones, like I had the Motorola Razr and stuff, but once I got a smartphone, I had the iPhone 4, and then, every couple of years I would upgrade from there. So this is actually kind of a really unique experience for me, and I'm going to be setting up this phone off camera, but, like, I don't know fully what to expect. I mean, like, I'm somewhat familiar with what Android phones look like to an extent. Like, it's not completely foreign to me. I did play around with a Samsung phone once, I believe, when, I forget which one it was, but they sent me a phone to try out when Pentatonic did a Lego music video in VR for Up on the Housetop. So they actually sent me a phone and a headset to try out for a little while, and then I had to return it. So I've had a little bit of playtime with some of this stuff, but this is fresh. And so I didn't need like the latest Samsung phone. But the S10 looked pretty good, and then I saw they released this S10 Lite, which was a little bit cheaper because the camera and stuff isn't as good. There's a few things there, which I don't need all that. So I guess there's a quick start guide, which I probably will need. This looks like it's the SIM tool. So that's, for me, not needed, but, of course I will save that. And then here, we'll put the phone to the side for a second, and let's just see what else is included in here. So here you go, super fast charging. So that's something that I'm not used to because Apple does not have fast chargers included. Now, I don't know how fast this truly is or not. This is USB-C though, which it is nice. I do like USB-C. And the Razer Kishi has USB-C pass-through as well, so that was also important. Then you also have the actual USB-C cable right here. So there's that. Oh, I guess we get some Samsung earbuds here. I guess I don't know how the quality of these things is supposed to be or not. I will say I like the look of these better than Apple's. Like the plain white ones are like, they're fine. Like they work for AirPods, but I kind of like the little silver there. That's kind of neat. Minor little thing. Looks like they are USB-C headphones. I don't know if I have any USB-C headphones actually, so that's new for me. I guess that's it. So yeah, anyways, enough of that. Let's take a look at the phone real quick. So this is not going to be a super detailed unboxing on the phone specifically, but since this is my first time owning a Samsung phone, not for daily use, but just to own, I figured I might as well spend a little bit of time on that for anyone interested. Now this is the black color. I think it's called Prism Black. Yes, Prism Black. And so, peel some of that off right there. That was very satisfying. Oh, is there something? Yep, there's another thing around the edges. Oh, it didn't go all the way, or did it? Is there another one? There is another. That is very satisfying to do. All right, and so this is the Samsung Galaxy S10 Lite. Now, as you'll see, just like with the iPhone, there's no home button or anything like that on the front. In fact, the difference with this phone is I don't think there's a notch at all. Like Apple has the notch, they have the little dot there for the camera. So, it's not a dot, it's a camera module. So I'm kind of curious to see, how that feels in the hand, especially because slightly taller phone compared to, this is the XS Max, by the way. So that's kind of interesting. And then on the back, as you'll see, there's actually a few different cameras here. So it does say super steady OIS, so it does have optical image stabilization. I don't know what each of the cameras specifically is, but there you have it. There's a few buttons on the side, SIM tray tool, and I guess speaker and USB-C and stuff at the bottom. There's not really much more to it there, so that's it for the unboxing. So now we're going to jump ahead to having this phone all set up and ready to go. All right, so that was the unboxing of the phone. So let's get into the actual unboxing of the mobile gaming clip. So there's a variety of Android devices that are compatible. You'd probably have to look online to see if your device is compatible or not. I'm sure some will work better than others. And of course, you also need a decent internet connection. So I will say I have Verizon Fios. I have gigabit internet. Downstairs in the basement is where our router is, okay? And so I have personally, is this anything important? Instructions or different positions and stuff, I guess, okay. I have personally tried the Xbox Cloud Gaming with me being all the way upstairs, so 2 floors up. And downstairs in the basement, we have a 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi network. I have a a slower Wi-Fi network upstairs, and it worked okay. The frame rate wasn't the greatest, but it was still playable for the most part. I tried a little bit of Halo. So downstairs, I should have better connectivity, and that's truly going to be the bigger test here of how this actually is. And so I actually also had my phone just sitting on my bed basically, and I kind of just leaned over and looked at it. I didn't have a mount. So that's where then I ordered this, because I thought this would be a great option to have for a controller mount. So looks like you can kind of adjust it in a couple different ways, but basically you're going to push the controller button edge down first, bottom edge down into clip until it locks into place. What does that mean? Oh, okay, never mind. I'm just gonna do it this way because this seems to be easier. Did it lock into place? I didn't hear a lock. I wonder if this being the wireless charging module, if that's gonna impact the ability for this to kind of click into place. That was something that I was wondering before. Let's see if I'm doing this right. So this, I didn't hear a click. Oh, there we go. There's the click. Okay, you just kind of have to push it in. Yep, so it's fine. So if you do have the Cyberpunk controller with sort of that the rechargeable battery piece attached, it does clip in. So it does have a little click. So that's pretty cool. And then basically you can sort of adjust this and tighten it to whatever level you want. And so I'll take my phone here, and basically this top part also slides up to, you know, fit different size phones. And so I'll kind of have that slide right over there. I guess I don't want it covering the button, so I think that's probably okay. So as far as viewing angles here, let's kind of adjust this. Let's see, how far, what do I want? If I kind of hold it like this, let's just try something and see if this is okay. And hold it up. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of tighten all the little pieces here. Is this a good angle? I think this looks pretty good, right? Like I have my controller there. But for the purposes of demoing this, I do want this a little bit lower just so I can kind of fit everything all in one frame. I think that is going to be a little bit important too. So, how far does this twist forward? Like that. Okay. Trying to get it all to fit properly. Okay, that's good, nice and tight. This is nice and tight. And I think that should be good, although I do want it to lean forward slightly. So you can really adjust it to whatever angle you want, which is actually pretty cool. It definitely seems like you can really get it down to the perfect angle here. Okay, I think that looks pretty solid if you ask me. You know, definitely can hold my controller comfortably, view it. Obviously, if you're kind of like lying down in bed or something, you can tilt this more forward. So that's pretty great. Lots of flexibility there in terms of what's possible. So now, let me get into the actual app here. And so what you'll see is, one, you do need to connect the Xbox controller. And so I've already synced this up before, so it should have already synced here. Let's see if, oh, that turned off Bluetooth. Okay. So it has the controllers here. Which Xbox controller was it? I don't know. Was it this one? Because I connected two different ones before as I was trying different things out. Or was it this one? Can I just scan devices? Which one is it? Let me push my little scanning button there so that it's searching for the controller. And which one is it? I probably should have unpaired the one that I didn't need. Okay, Bluetooth pairing request, there we go. I just unpaired the ones that I had before. Now it's connected. We are good to go. So, what we are looking for here is a Game Pass app. So if you have Xbox Game Pass, you go into the app, and you would sign in. So I'm already signed in. And now you're going to notice they've updated the app recently, and there's now a cloud section. So there is a console, PC, right? But I can go to cloud, and it'll pop up with all the games that are currently available for streaming. Not every Game Pass game is going to be available, but you do have a couple of different choices here. So we're going to try Halo, and then I'll probably jump into Forza and see. So let's try some Halo Guardians here. I'll turn the volume up a bit as well. I think that should be good. So let's see how this actually ends up looking and how the lag is. I may have to turn off my studio lights if you're not able to see the screen super well. In fact, while this is loading, let me flip the switch on those just to use the regular room lighting instead. Now it looks super dark, but okay. All right, a little bit of stutter already, but let's see how it actually plays. And I want to leave this in so you truly get an idea of real-world load times. All right. Let's jump into the campaign. I've only just started the campaign a while ago and never really got into it. Never finished. So I'm towards the beginning. So very slight spoilers because I'm probably only the second level or something, or maybe even still the latter part of the first level. I don't know. Don't think I'm very far. All right. Here we go. So, I mean, you can see for yourself. So what I will say, the issue that was happening when I was upstairs earlier was that when I would turn, it would kind of take a little bit for this whole screen to load if I made any super quick movements. But I think that had to do with the internet connection, and now that I'm in the basement with a better router, then it's definitely looking better overall, right? The screen quality is pretty decent. Am I going the right way? Yeah, okay. Okay, let's open the doors here. I want to do some shooting and see how responsive it is. Oh, you see that little bit of stutter right there? So you do get slight stutter a little bit. So certain genres of games are going to be better suited to this than others. Like fighting games are going to be a little tricky just because of how precise they do need to be. Let me just do the... Did I get that? Okay. Let's sprint down there. So far so good. I mean, it looks pretty decent. I'm definitely more likely to play on mobile as my time gets shorter, just because of accessibility of being able to play this anywhere. But I mean, this feels pretty responsive. I mean, I'm not having any issues with that here. Oh, I can't melee? What's the melee button? I don't even know the melee button. Alright, oh, that's the melee button. Alright, I died. Anyways, you get the idea. So that's actually really, really cool. So now let's see if I can quit this game here. And we're going to jump into Forza Horizon 4 and see how this game looks. Now, I don't really play racing games. I suck at it. But Forza Horizon 4 looks great on my Xbox One X. So I'm curious to see how well it looks on a mobile device. So let's see how it goes. Yeah, and this is still technically in beta, so of course there's room for improvement here. But I mean, honestly, overall, so far it works well enough, right? And so that's great. I definitely do appreciate how it runs. Okay. All right, Turn 10 Studios. Okay. Come on. All right, let's start the game here. It's loading. And the screen size, at least on this phone, is pretty decent enough. I can read text on it pretty well. Obviously, depending on the size of your device will, you know, help in terms of how well some of the games will look and play. So do keep that in mind. All right.
I've got another opportunity for you. How would you like to work with Alex on the festival upgrade service?
Yeah, sure, whatever. I just want to drive. Sure, let's set route. Close map. All right.
There is a new Horizon story to complete nearby. I am plotting your route to it now.
If I knew how to drive, that would also be important.
Turn sharp left.
Okay. Going this way. Now, it could just be me, but I do get the slight feeling, at least from, I haven't played much in a while, I do get the slight feeling that, like, for example, look, I'm making slight adjustments with my control stick, but my car's not moving much. I kind of have to make wider adjustments. I don't know why that is. That doesn't seem like a lag type thing. Is it just me? Am I remembering wrong? That could very well just be it. Move it. But graphically, the game looks great. Yeah, it looks really, really nice. I'm not seeing any lag issues like visually or anything. You know, there's not like the screen loading in at parts or anything. Like, it looks really smooth.
Turn sharp right.
Yeah, those sharp turns are not something that I'm used to. But control-wise, I will say, I don't know if it's just me. It very well could just be me. It feels a little bit like I have to make wider adjustments, right? Like, look at this. I'm driving straight, but look, I'm moving the control stick left and right a little bit. And it's not doing anything much. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Or maybe there's a slight delay in, like, moving it so that I just don't notice. Oh, I missed my turn there. So I don't know. I guess if you've played the game more, you're probably gonna have a better sense of what it is, and you can kind of judge it for yourself. But just as a quick little, you know, glimpse into how it runs smoothly. I will say that, and so it looks really nice. Racing games are not my typical genre, but what it did look like was pretty nice. And so currently, you'll see there's lots of games on here to try out. Minecraft Dungeons. Ooh, I might have to check that out. Untitled Goose Game is great. I have that on Switch. Batman Arkham Knight. I mean, there's lots of great titles on here to try out. So definitely, you know, it's if you already have Game Pass Ultimate, which is already a great value anyways, and you have an Android device, I definitely encourage you to try it out, because really that's all you need. I know that some Android devices you can connect to your TV and output to the TV, so technically you can output your Xbox games to the TV using your phone, which is kind of crazy also. But I love playing games portably. That's why I love the Switch as well, for the convenience of it. But I also love the power of consoles and just also some of the games that other systems have as well. I have all three: an Xbox One X, PS4 Pro, a Switch. So being able to play Xbox games on the go is great, and I do appreciate that. So far, first impressions are pretty decent. Let me know in the comment sections below if you've tried out Xbox Cloud Gaming, what your thoughts are. Hopefully they bring it to iOS in the future. If Apple can kind of, you know, stop being stubborn and they can work that out, then I would definitely try it on my iPhone as well. But until then, I have this on Android. Keep an eye out in the future for the next video on the Razer Kishi. I did pre-order it, but like it's not going to arrive for a few weeks, so I don't know when I'm going to be uploading that video. But whenever I do get it, I'll definitely do a video and show you an update to see if, you know, using that controller makes this experience even better without having to have the mount and just have it all right in your hand. And we'll see how that actually goes as well. So until then, thank you all for watching. Take care, and I will see you later.